Welcome to XXL. Today, we're looking at a new truck. Well, it's not brand new, but it's new to me. This is a new truck that Traxxas came out with earlier this year. This is the Traxxas Raptor R. You can tell by the red R in Raptor. This is a newish platform. It's based off of a slash 4x4, but the wheelbase is a little bit longer. Now they have had Raptors in the past, but this one has plastic mirrors, nice scale looking plastic bumpers, headlights, grille, really nice detail and all that stuff. This piece on the hood is all plastic. It's a really cool looking scale truck. Now I do have another slash 4x4 with the Raptor body, but the proportions were just a little bit off on that one. It didn't look quite right. Like, it looked too wide. So with this having the longer wheelbase, it looks really, really nice, really scale. The other thing about this one, it has the clipless body system, which Traxxas is doing a lot lately. They're just up inside the wheel wells. It's a little weird for me, but it looks so much better without body clips. If you look, you just kind of pinch those. They fit right into these holes. It keys right in. Super easy to put on, super easy to take off. Now, I know I said this is a new truck. You can tell it has been used. I purchased this used off of Facebook Marketplace. I don't always purchase brand new stuff. I like to peruse my local marketplace, as I'm sure a lot of you do as well. This came up. It was a good deal. It also came with an Easy Peak Plus 4S charger, which, you know, I don't really need that, but they are kind of nice because it also came with two of these 5,000 milliamp hour 4-cell batteries. And these are the Traxxas ID, so they work perfect with that charger. Now, I do have a regular traditional LiPo charger, so I do have these adapters that plug into the ID, and then it separates the charge leads from the balance leads. Traxxas used to make this. I don't think they make this particular one anymore. I think they make one that doesn't have the charge leads on it. It just has the balance leads so that you can use their cell checker. But they really, I think they're really trying to force people to use their chargers. But I have seen third parties that are making those type of adapters still. Now, as you can see, this is a very familiar design. It looks very much like a slash 4x4, but the chassis is just a little bit longer. Same kind of layout. Got your motor there, speed control, servo, and of course the receiver box up front. Got the same type of battery tray, looks to be about the same size. The slash 4x4 is such a good and versatile platform. I mean, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And Traxxas is certainly taking advantage of that. This one does have LED lights. You can see the wire harness here. There's some lights up in the front bumper, and there's also another wire harness that comes to the back for the back bumper. It has a little trailer hitch in the back bumper. Another thing that you may notice about this particular one is if we take a look at the ESC here, that is not the stock VXL-3S. That's a VXL-6S that they would put in like a sledge or something like that. And this motor is also not the stock 3500 kV motor that this would come with. This is out of a Traxxas Max. It's that longer can. I think it's called the 540XL or something like that. And he did upgrade the gearing as well. And it also has an EcoPower servo. I don't know what the deal is with that, why that was switched out. I don't know, maybe there was something wrong with the Traxxas servo, or maybe he just wanted an upgrade. But this thing, although it's kind of dusty, it really doesn't look to have had a whole lot of use on it. As part of the package deal, I also got a tool set, so I didn't really need that, but I'll take free tools any day of the week. Now that we've had a chance to kind of look over everything here, I I want to take it outside, take it for a rip, see what she's got. I'm really excited to see how this thing does on 4S. I don't know if it can run 6S. I don't know if that motor can handle it. Certainly the speed control can, but for now, we're going to stick to 4S. But before we take it out, let's pop the body back on. We got to do something kind of important here. We got to rep the channel. So, new rig, got to put some new stickers on it. I think we're going to go right on this back window. I think that'll look pretty dang good. Now you're part of the fleet. Some of that dust off of there. Not that it's not going to get dusty again, but make sure our stickers adhere properly. All right, one more for the back. You got to make sure everybody knows. And if you guys are enjoying my content, make sure you do subscribe. Probably about 90% of my viewers do not subscribe, so if you guys haven't done so already, make sure you do that. Okay, we got a battery all charged up. I got my SkyRC GNSS GPS on there. I'm going to do a little speed run with this thing because I'm really not sure with that VXL-6S and the bigger motor what kind of number it's going to put down. Transmitter on. Then steering. We're good to go there. Alright, we got 7 satellites, so we should be good. Let's just see. Yeah, we're good. Really like that clipless body system. Makes it so much easier. We're gonna go track, start, take her for a rip. Oh, that was weird. Kind of hesitated a little bit. Oh, there again. There she goes. Uh-oh. Huh. She's acting a little weird. So when I go to take off, kind of clogs. Then she rips. Holy cow. That thing flies. Whew. Yeah, she's a ripper, all right. All right, let's see what we got with that. We're gonna stop and read. Oh, 40 miles an hour. I wasn't expecting that. All right, let's see if we can do a little better than that. And then I may have to figure out what's going on with that cogging. That's a little weird. When I go to start from a standstill, it really, really hesitates. Track, we will start again. Do a couple more passes, see what we get. Yeah, it's so weird. Ah! Alright, full bore here. But yeah, every time I stop, the thing hesitates there. I'm gonna stop here. And then it'll take off. If I'm moving, it's fine. When it's at a standstill, that's when I have an issue. Couple more quick runs, see if we can beat that 40 miles an hour. Oh, man. It did roll.
It's a backflip.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, that thing took a tumble at the end of the run down there. Pop that out. That's all right. one more. Let's see if we can get some donuts out of this thing. Oh no, I think it's too wide. I did not like that. I had it slipping around a little bit, did some power slides and stuff, but donuts maybe not so much. Yeah, she's a ripper, all right. Okay, I know I said one more, but here, we're gonna do one more. See ya. Well, maybe just the ESC needs to be calibrated because it doesn't seem to be braking very well. Like it just kind of slows down when I try to do the brake. But let's see where we're at now. Stop, read, 41 miles an hour. So I guess, yeah, around 40. That's where we're at. That's pretty good. I think I could do more. I know I have a Slash 4x4 that does, 60. I think I've seen them that have gone up to 100. So maybe we could do a little gearing change on it. But for now, I want to figure out what that cogging is. So let's head back to the garage and see what's going on with that. Well, that first run did not go totally as planned. First off, I was expecting a little bit more than 41 miles an hour out of it on 4-cell. I don't know what this thing's supposed to do out of the box, but I think they advertise like 60, but that's probably with optional gearing. I don't even know what this guy's got set up. I can see that the pinion is at 18. I'm not sure what the spur is, probably whatever the stock is. But when I was running it out there, it was cogging really bad, and I don't know what the deal is with that. So a couple of things that I'm noticing. First of all, we're missing the cover here over that. Not a big deal. I would prefer to have it so that like rocks and dirt and stuff don't get in there, but whatever. There's plenty of cars out there that don't even have covers. So not a big deal. But I'm noticing like this is pretty tight, the gear mesh. Like I'm moving the pinion and it is moving the spur. There should be a little bit of play in there. So I think I'm going to loosen up the motor, get that mesh set a little bit looser. What I usually do is the old paper trick. Just get a little strip of paper, run it down in there, tighten this up, pull the paper out, and that usually sets it pretty good. That's how I've always done it. It seems to work pretty good. The other thing, we talked about this earlier, is that these are not the stock electronics for this car. So I think I'm going to calibrate the ESC with the transmitter and just make sure, because maybe that could be it right there. It could just be like a throttle trim issue. So, but I don't like how tight that is. So I'm going to adjust that, and then we'll calibrate the ESC, and then we'll take it back out, see how it runs. Hopefully that's it. Hopefully. Okay, so on these ones, there's just an adjustment screw here. It's a little weird because that ESC is so big, but I am able to loosen it up. And that should be, yeah. So that lets me adjust the mesh here. Got my mesh adjustment tool, a piece of paper. And we'll tighten this back up. Wish I had a ball end. So I'll just have to be careful. There we go. Well, I don't know. I guess it feels about the same as what he had it. We will move forward with the calibration. For that, we're going to need to connect a battery. They prefer a fully charged. This is the one that we ran earlier, so it's just about fully charged. We didn't run it for very long. We're going to turn on our transmitter. Just leave it at neutral. We're going to turn on the ESC. You know what? Before I do that, let's set this up. I want this thing taken off. All right. We're going to press and hold this. Okay, the light has turned red on there, so we're going to go full power, full reverse, then neutral. Now it seems good here. You know, I can just give it a little bit of throttle and it seems to go, but I have no load on it. And actually, when I got this from the guy, he showed me, oh yeah, it works. Well, he had it sitting upside down. You know, I didn't take it out and drive it or anything. You know, I don't typically question people about stuff like that, but sometimes it doesn't work out in your favor. So hopefully it's just this. So I'm gonna take it outside, see if that is the deal. If that's not it, I guess I gotta start looking at other issues that could be potentially going on here. We'll head outside, see how we did. I'm hoping between the gear mesh and just doing that calibration that we're good to go. Now that we did our adjustments on it, let's see how we did. Yeah, I still hesitate a little bit. Not as bad as it was, but still when I go to take off, hear that chatter? But then it takes right off. He's a ripper, that's for sure. Yeah, only problem with this type of truck is it's pretty low. You get into some of this thicker grass. You'll get stuck in there. But yeah, see, when I go to take off, ooh, talk about thick grass. Well, now that you're completely soaked from the tall weeds there, so run it up and down, dry it a couple of times. And now it's really hesitating to go. That is so weird. Well, not exactly the outcome I was looking for. I don't know what's wrong with this thing still. It seems to run just fine, but it hesitates to go. If it's not already rolling, I get so much cogging out of the motor. I don't know what is going on. And like when I was driving it back up to the house, going up the driveway, it just wouldn't go at all if I stopped. So I guess it's back to the drawing board. I checked the gear mesh and it seems fine. One thing that I did notice on this VXL-6S, I don't know what the deal is, but I can turn it on with the power button. But if I go to turn it off with the power button, it won't do anything. I have to unplug the battery to get it to turn off. And I think I have another truck, maybe one of my X-Maxes or something was like that. If the battery got low, it wouldn't turn off with the button. I had to unplug it. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it a problem with the ESC? Is it a problem with the motor? Is there something else going on? Because I'm not sure. But I think that's going to do it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything. And I'll see you guys in the next video.